Hello everybody, this video is brought to you by silver. That's a silver eagle right there. Everybody should be stacking that right now. Actually, I just thought I'd start the video out with a little humor because I'm about to read you an important news article, and I've said this in past videos. Just go look at it. Title, and I will leave a link in the description. It's a very short news article. I'm going to read it, but there's also a video clip that you folks can go take a look at. Department of Justice officials urges Nunes not to release memo on surveillance abuses. I'll read that again. The DOJ, Department of Justice official, urges Nunes not to release memo on surveillance abuses. All along, our government swore up and down they weren't abusing our rights. They denied up and down they were not abusing then candidate Trump's rights by surveilling him. But it's coming out a little bit at a time. It's coming out, the truth. Let me read this news article. It's really short, like I said. A top Justice Department official is urging House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes not to release a much buzzed about memo circulating in Congress that reportedly reveals government surveillance abuses. In the letter, which Fox News has obtained, Assistant Attorney General Stephen Boyd wrote, "We believe it would be extraordinarily reckless for the committee to disclose such information publicly without giving the department and the FBI the opportunity to review the memorandum and to advise the HPSCI of the risk of harm to national security and to ongoing investigations that could come from public release." That is so vague right there. You know, we need to look at this document and you know, to see if it's going to disclose anything, you know, national security. They always throw out that blanket statement, national security. Boyd continued, "Though we are currently unaware of any wrongdoing related to the FISA process, we agree that any abuse of that system cannot be tolerated. Nunes is traveling this week in the Middle East, but the demand is not being well received on Capitol Hill." It's really stupid they would try to block us from releasing the memo, a senior congressional intelligence source told the White House. I'm sorry. It is really stupid they would try to block us from releasing the memo, a senior congressional intelligence source told Fox News. My apologies. It only makes it worse for them, and it is more evidence that DOJ is trying to obstruct our investigation. Not only that, they're trying to obstruct you and I from knowing the truth, because that's what they mean by releasing the memo. See, we've been lied to for so long. The insiders know the truth. They always have known the truth. Television news outlets have always known the truth. They don't want the people to know the truth of what really is governing over them, not for them. The 4-page memo is being described by lawmakers. Now, this is lawmakers who are saying this. I'll read that again. The 4-page memo is being described by lawmakers as shocking, troubling, alarming, and one congressman likened the details to the KGB activity in Russia. It is believed to include information about government surveillance conducted during the Obama administration. Speaking with Fox News last week, the article's only, I'd say, another minute long. Speaking with Fox News last week, Republican lawmakers said they could not yet discuss the contents of the memo they reviewed on Thursday, after it was released to members by the House Intelligence Committee. But they say the memo should be immediately made public, and I agree. It is so alarming. The American people have to see this, Ohio Representative Jim Jordan said. It is troubling, it is shocking, North Carolina Representative Mark Meadows said. Part of me wishes that I didn't read it because I don't want to believe that those kinds of things could be happening in this country that I call home and love so much. Florida Representative Mike Gates, Florida Representative Matt Gates said he believed people should lose their jobs once this memo is released. Lose their jobs? They should be arrested. I believe the consequence of its release would be major changes in people currently working at the FBI and Department of Justice. He said, referencing Department of Justice, I can't speak, I'm a little tired right now. He said, referencing Department of Justice officials, Rod Rosenstein, Deputy Attorney, blah, 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 blah. Nothing more to say about the article. I'm going to leave a link. I do want to make a couple of comments. I work for the Department of Defense. I can't really disclose what I do. But I do know a little bit about SAPFs, closed areas and whatnot. I know a little bit about classification guides and whatnot. I'm not a total expert. I don't want to mislead anybody. But I do know you just can't go and classify something just for the sake of classifying something. I guess you can. I guess what I'm trying to say is I guess at the upper echelons of government you can do anything you want, I guess. But from my perspective, where I work, there has to be something in the document that has been previously classified before you can say it cannot be released to the government. You would look at security classification guides. You would take a look at, let's say it's one word, and maybe by itself it wouldn't be classified, but maybe in the context of some other words it would disclose some information and whatnot. So to me, when I read this, it's baloney. And this is not the only article I've read about it. I brought up the word classification because some of the other articles I've read, they want to classify this memo so it cannot be released to the public. But then I would like to know what in it are they considering classified? You know, obviously they're not going to, if it's truly classified, they're not going to let us know. But I, from my inquisitive mind, would like to know, is there anything really classified, or are they just classifying it because of the ramifications that might come upon them? This case alone is not the only fraud that's being perpetrated against the American people. It is by far not the only thing that's occurring. I shudder to think what else is going on out there. I shudder to think what our taxpayers, our taxpayers are working very hard to produce, where those taxes are truly going to. You hear a lot about black programs and whatnot, but anyway, folks, give me a thumbs up if you approve of this video. I am going to leave a link to it. There's also a video that automatically plays that might give you a little different perspective of it. You folks have a great day. I'm off to sleep. I put in 12 hours worth of work. Again, give me a thumbs up and subscribe.